What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Citrico Central Live. I'm George, the Disney Italiano, your host with the most. And it's been a while. After
I know.
like a 2 hour live, um, like an hour ago, we are back for round two. And yeah, Remy D says deja vu. Deja vu indeed. But yeah, it's going to be another great live. Hopefully, you're all able to join in. But before we get into the conversation, I got a guest with me this evening. We got Shawn from Walt's apartment. Welcome in. So glad to have you.
How you doing, man? I'm just reading your comments. I'm sorry.
It's
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for doing this. I'm excited to be here. It's weird. I've never done a live show that I wasn't in charge of. So this is great to just sit here and kind of like, okay, George, click all the buttons. Let's go.
yeah,
So
click all the buttons.
it's awesome. I'm just gonna sit here. Kim. Hi, Kim. I see Kim saying hello. But
Kim, perfect. Welcome in,
yeah.
Kim. And
Yeah,
then
how are you, buddy?
Mr. Tech person. Could I even log
That's
on?
what I laughed at. Well, that's what I
Yeah,
laughed at.
probably not. I love Kev. He like his one-liners is like they just get like straight to the point, but man, they are like funny as hell.
Yeah, right on.
And then we got Ray Bradley in the house. Thank you so much, Ray. Greatly appreciate it. And so glad you're able to join the live. And then and we got Abby coming from the bedroom. So yeah, so I thought we'd continue on the conversation, kind of starting it off with this new upcoming special that is going to premiere on ABC and shortly after Disney Plus and Hulu. And it's quite interesting because this special is going to be all about the Disneyland Resort and its 70 years in the making, which kind of is interesting because I really didn't know about it till today. And I guess that they just made the announcement. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, it's premiering in 5 days,
Right.
So, and then there were, notions that, based off of the commercial, which again, I actually didn't know that there was a commercial for it until Shawn, you brought it to my attention, which will play it for everyone here in a second. But they hint at possible sneak peeks and hopefully new information on the new projects that are being built for DCA, which is the Coco boat ride, the Avengers campus expansion, and of course Pandora, the world of Avatar. So hopefully, we can.
I'm really excited for 2 of those. One of them, So
yeah. So which one for you is the
Avatar. I'm sorry. I know everyone's. How can you say that? But Avatar, Avatar and DCA. I don't get it, but it's okay. But it's all right. But I can't wait for Coco. Coco is going to be the absolute best. I think if it's anything like Small World or Pirates, I'm here for it all day long. So that's what they're comparing it to. So I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think honestly, and DCA needs a great kind of like family boat
For
ride,
sure.
family dark ride. Like they don't have enough, for like it's more so basically all thrills in DCA.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong, I am a thrill junkie. I'm a coaster buff, but I do think you do need a balance, to kind of set, when you have different people coming into the parks and you have young kids, it's like, well, what do you expect them to do? I just say
Coco's just the best. I mean, it's just one of the absolute best. It's my favorite Pixar movie, so I'm very excited for that to happen.
Actually, Coco is my favorite Pixar movie as well.
It's just so good.
Absolutely. So before we go any further, Shawn, if you want to actually share your screen,
yeah, for sure.
and bring up that TV ad.
Can you see it on there?
Let's see. Yep, there we go. So I'm going to share the screen now, and let's watch this, shall we?
All right.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land.
Frontierland, Tomorrowland.
Space Mountain is one of my favorite things.
Still one of your favorite rides, by the way.
It's a small world after all.
The Jungle Cruise.
I am a Haunted Mansion diehard.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
Hello? Join us to celebrate 70 years of Disneyland.
Girl, you look good for your age.
You would go through those doors at Disneyland and the rest of the world just went away.
People tried to touch his sleeve. People kept saying, God bless you, Walt.
There is a memory that I wanted to share with you. There are two. Well, there are three. Well, there probably are 1,500.
Now, a look into the future.
Same
What's
pictures.
The new stuff.
We're taking you behind the scenes
Super secret, so don't tell anyone.
with the wonder of all the magic.
They don't call it the happiest place on earth for no reason.
Prepare yourself.
We were just so
You're about
lucky.
to be blown away.
The surprises and secrets, the history and heart of Disneyland.
I can't even finish a sentence right now. I'm so excited.
Disneyland taught me how to dream.
The happiest story on earth. 70 years of Disneyland. Sunday, September 21st at 8/7 Central on ABC.
All right. Yeah. So, yeah, I do agree with you. Like, when they said like to go like kind of like a sneak peek into the future, it kind of already showed us what we already know. So is that something that they're saving for the actual special, or is this just going to be another letdown of just, hey, we did another field trip, and this is what we're considering. We're going to have, more, instead of Bayou Mist, we're having Latin Mist. It's like, it kind of frustrates me to the fact of that they set us up for the excitement that we're all thinking that it's going to be something, and then it's not. But also Disney does it to themselves because they started the new series. We call it Imagineering.
Yeah.
And they usually utilize that as well for like showcasing new stuff. So I think when you have too many different outlets to make announcements, you have the we call it Imagineering. Now you have this TV special, then you have D23, then you have the Disney Parks blog. It's like when you have so many outlets to release this stuff, it's like we all expect it to be somewhere, but then it ends up becoming nowhere.
I was excited when you said earlier on your earlier pregame or pre-live or whatever you want to call it. You said you can't wait to hear my thoughts on this if there's going to be any announcements, and I don't think there really is going to be, because you talk a lot on your channel about like normies and like that. Mm-hmm. I think this show on Sunday night is going to be completely designed as a love letter for Disneyland, to all the fans, to just explain where it came from. It's just like you talked, Sunday night when you were a kid, you used to watch Wonderful World of Disney. It's on the same time as that. I'll bet you're going to see a lot of Walt Disney doing back when he was talking about building Disneyland, because that's, why they, ABC paid Walt to do that, so they could, so I think you're going to see a lot of Walt in this. But then at the end, they show you Neil Patrick Harris getting all excited. So does he actually know something that we all don't know? I don't know, because I feel like the people that do this, like we do it, we do these shows to get information. We know everything. And how can they hide something from us for like 4 days? I don't think they can. So
yeah, and also too, I think if they mention they're going to mention it, but it's like, how much are they going to mention it? They're going to save it to the very end. At the very end, it's going to be like the last 2 minutes.
Yeah,
and it's going to be very little information, where it kind of leaves us on a cliffhanger. But actually, like Remy D said it best with, this is a video for those flaming casuals, where
100%.
Yeah, it's literally, this is for like the normies that may not have even heard about all this stuff, that don't even know what D23 is. And they're like, oh, okay, well, because ABC is a normal, regular broadcasting channel. So for people who watch the weather or the news or their soap operas, they tune into ABC. So it's like when you have a special on Disneyland's 70th anniversary, oh, let's check it out. Okay, it gives us the rich history behind Disneyland and Walt Disney. And then, oh, by the way, here's a sneak peek at the future. And we kind of got the same thing with the Walt Disney animatronic show. They actually said that, they were going to give us like sneak peeks of the future. Well, when we get into the exit corridor, it does have here's the future, but it's all the photos and renderings and concept art that we already know. There was nothing new.
Because all those people that didn't go to D23 or don't absorb this on the daily and watch all the different people that post videos about this stuff. It's new to them. People are gonna be excited about this. You're gonna have people like on Monday at work say, "Oh my God, did you know they're gonna build an avatar? Someone's gonna try to tell me on Monday, hey Shawn, did you hear they're gonna build an avatar land at Disneyland?" I'd be like, "No shit." I mean, I said, "Oh, you watched that show last night?" Because that's what I don't know. I hope there is something there. Other thing you need to watch out for, George, is that this is on ABC at 8:00 on the West Coast, so it's already going to be showing on the East Coast. You better be paying attention to see what's getting out. If something's dropped before, we're going to know before we actually see it. So you know
that is true. Yes, that is true.
So.
But yeah, so kind of going off before we move on to another topic, is there anything else more that you wanted to say for this TV special?
No, I think it's going to be cool. I love stuff like that. I've watched the Imagineering story like 6 times. I absolutely love it. I mean, I love the behind the scenes of how they build the stuff, and then if they show if they drop us some stuff, and it's going to have John Stamos and Neil Patrick Harris in it, and Josh Gad. You can't go wrong with that. So it's going to be good. It's going to be entertaining, and I'm here for it. I mean, I'm glad I work early on Sundays like that.
Yeah, I am too. Like, despite of like how much of a letdown it's probably going to be with the new.
Agreed.
The fact that it's just a special all on Disneyland's 70th anniversary and Walt Disney, like I'm going to tune in no matter what. Like,
for sure.
But yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Now, so kind of moving into going back to like some of the topics that I've mentioned in the early live, because we were all having a great conversation.
You guys were going. I was in and out. Like, damn, they're still going. Like.
Yeah, literally, like we were all going on, and I thought, well, maybe like to kind of continue on with the conversation, because now since you're here and you can kind of give your thoughts. So, what is your take on? I don't know, like how much you know of like with like Universal Orlando and what have you, that they're going to be getting rid of the Lost Continent. It's about 5 acres. What's your take on that? What do you think is going to be replaced with it?
Something cool, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
I mean, I can try to BS myself with it. I'm not going to do that. I don't know a lot about Universal. I went to Universal Studios for the first time in February in like 20 years here in Hollywood. Oh, wow. It was great. I loved it. My daughter works for Universal, so it's very, very cool. But I don't know anything about Florida. I've only been to Walt Disney World once when I was 16. So now, but I hope it's something. I hope it's something cool. And I heard on your live earlier, probably something Wicked. I'm just going to go with that. My answer will be Wicked for anything that you ask about Universal, because it makes sense, because Wicked was pretty damn cool.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because even though that you're not like too familiar like with the Universal parks, just in general, what is your take on anime being implemented into the parks?
I think it's cool. I think there's definitely a market for it. People love it. People absolutely are. I'm not into anime. I've seen people that are just like that's their life, and it's so cool. But yeah, I'm here for anything that the fans are going to like, and it seems Universal is doing a great job. And if you follow my show at all, no, I have not been the biggest proponent for Universal. I've just switched about the last year or so. But Universal is doing a great job. They're giving Disney a run for their money. They're helping Disney as well by what they're doing. Obviously people are going to come to Florida and can't spend a week at Universal. They're going to go to Disney as well. So it's going to just benefit everyone, I think. But anime is cool. It's very interesting to me, and people that are into it, that's a whole nother, you have like a Marvel, you have Star Wars, you have, then you have anime, which is a whole nother world that I'm like, I don't even understand that stuff, but it's cool. I think anything, and I think these people do enough research to know what people want to see and would be interested in. So I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, I'm the
Sorry
same.
to be vague.
No, that's fine, because honestly, I'm really not big on anime myself. Like I dabble into it a little bit. I do love Studio Ghibli, like Hayao Miyazaki films and what have you, but I'm trying to get into the anime market just because it's starting to seem like it is becoming big in the theme parks, and I think that's probably where my connection to it is going to come from. So, and there is a big market for anime, bigger than what I thought there was. But it definitely is out there, and it's more, a lot of times, when you think of anime, you think of like, the Japanese and like Asian culture, but it bled a lot into the domestic American culture as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been to like MouseCon, they have MouseCon up here in Concord, and they have MouseCon down in Bakersfield. We hosted a Rogue Comic Con up in Oregon, and anime has a huge presence in like those cons. It's wild to see the presence of like we hosted an event up in Oregon. It was a cosplay, and most of the cosplays were anime. So like and I'm like, oh, who are you? I'm Bing Bong Bing. I have no idea what we're talking about, but cool. It looks cool, and and the people that won some random hearts, or I don't remember what it was exactly at this point, but it's like this crazy like bride, and this she looked like the lady from Alice in Wonderland, but it wasn't. It was an anime thing. I'm like, damn, that's really cool. But anime's cool. I mean, it's like Lorcana. I don't know a lot about that either. So
yeah, I don't know really about that. Like, I know again, it's big. Like people.
Oh, it's huge.
That game, and it's like I can't make heads or tails of it. But
my also, Goofy card's going to beat your Mickey card. How's that possible?
Yeah, like how's
it's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, someone's going to have to like show me that. But yeah, because when we went to Universal's Fan Fest nights here in Hollywood, One Piece, which is an animated show, anime show, and I tell you, like everyone was dressed in their straw hats and the outfits. They were cosplaying. They were standing in line for like 2 hours to meet the characters, and it's like I didn't even know who the hell all these people were, like as character wise. Like I didn't know, but people know. They know the dialogue, they know the characters, they know the backstory, and it's like wow, it would like really threw me for a loop that there really is a demographic out there that does love anime.
How'd Abby do with Halloween Horror Nights?
Oh boy. Well, we did, well, actually, see, I could describe it, but here's the thing: if you actually want to see it in motion, I did release a vlog out on Citrico Central. I released it to members first. It was out for the last 2 days, but today it just dropped.
Oh,
for
nice.
Everybody.
I knew that. I was just helping you out with your promotion.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, in any case, but yeah, like it was fun and entertaining for me, but like there's a part in the vlog for everyone who wants to check it out. Please do, because it was during the Terror Tram, and it was during the Purge scene. And there's poor little Abby just like standing there like a possum, like not moving. But these there's one scare actor in particular, like he saw it as like a golden moment, and it was just like she just wouldn't move.
You didn't buy her the necklace, but they wouldn't scare
her. No, they didn't. I don't know. Did they have that? I don't know if they had that there.
Was that Florida? Maybe.
That might be Florida. I'm not too familiar with Florida's, but as far as I know, no. It's like no holds bar. It's like you go into the park. It's like if they see you, there's only two spots that I would think are like sanctuary spots, and that's over in the Simpsons area and Harry Potter.
That's fair. Did she meet Art?
Yeah, we did see Art.
Man, that guy's creepy as hell. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he is. And I got that on the vlog where he approached us.
Oh boy.
And I got that all on camera, and I saw him again, and I told Abby, I was like, wait, I want to get more of Art. And she's like, why?
Not necessary.
Yeah, but speaking of like the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, I do wish that even though it was kind of like a safe haven, like for the scare actors, I would have loved to have seen like the Death Eaters walking around. Yeah. Like that would have been really cool.
It looks amazing. I've seen so much footage from everyone posting. I didn't mean to take your show off it, but I have so many questions about Halloween. Did you like the Wyatt Six thing? Because I'm a huge wrestling fan.
The Wyatt Six, honestly, out of the 4 hosses that we did, there's 8 hosses altogether. Hey, what's up, Kiki and Luca? Welcome in. Out of the 4 hosses that we did, the Wyatt Six was my favorite.
Wow. Okay, cool. It looked really cool.
Yeah, that one they did really well as far as like the scare factor goes. And actually, Abby confirmed they do have the scare necklaces, but they're only good for the mazes and the Terror Tram.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
That does make me wonder.
George, you should have gotten that for George. Come on, man.
I don't know like how they must know what they're doing. But like, if you're in the heat, like if I'm a scare actor and I'm doing my thing, and I have to keep an eye out of like who has a necklace on and who doesn't, like.
Oh no, they're all lit up. It's like this big old red thing. It's like lit up. Have you seen them?
Oh really?
It's like a big old red that you can't miss it. It's like like.
Well, that wouldn't stop me. If I petrified someone, it's like send me your therapy bill. Like I don't care.
Yeah, for sure. I saw someone that posted Art wasn't having it. He was still just like right in the person's face and like this. I'm like, okay, that guy's cool as hell. I don't even know anything about the Terrifier, but that looks cool. So, but
okay. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't read that right. Okay, so it's only good for the scare zones, not
gotcha.
the mazes or the terror tram. So it's only for the scare zones. So like when you're walking in through the park, but everything else, okay, that would make a little more sense. But yeah, that like, if I was a scare actor, I'd just be scaring everybody.
That'd be the best job. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, I'd literally like would be going for like the strollers. Like,
my god,
I'd be hitting it where it's hard. It's like, well, and here's the thing, and if they come after me, it's like, well, first of all, what are you doing here with a baby at HHN? First of all, what is wrong with you? Which was really surprising. There was a lot of people that had very young children going into these houses, and I'm thinking, how are these kids not going to be traumatized? And it's like, and I get that the parents want to go and do something, but I don't know, get a babysitter or something. Like, I can't believe like they're subjecting their children to be scarred for life just so they can have a few hours of fun.
It's Junior's first Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh my gosh. It's like, if you want them to grow up really quick, that's
no doubt.
That's
man.
how you do it. Now, speaking of like these after hour events, I wanted to ask you now, I know, again, I know you're not too familiar like with Universals, but even just speaking with Disney, what is your overall take on it? Because I've been to several of Disney's like after hour events, not even just for like Halloween and stuff, but just like the Sweethearts Night and the 90s Night and Star Wars Night. And I have to really say it was a bit underwhelming. Based off of the like the prices for these tickets, and even like these premium upscale events like Destination D23, people bought tickets for that. They bought hotel rooms. They got airfare. I am actually friends with someone who did attend. Well, actually, I'm friends with a few people that attended, but one in particular told me, and he said that it was so underwhelming that he would probably never do a Destination D23 ever again.
Really?
Yeah, because he said that it just completely threw him off, that it just wasn't money worth, So it's like, do you think that Disney kind of over stimulates, so to speak, with these after hour events and these upscale premium events where they charge an arm and a leg, but you don't really get anything out of it in return?
Sure. Yes, I agree with you. And I know many of my hosts and friends went to Fan Fest and then Halloween Horror Nights and went to Oogie Boogie and all this stuff. And from what I heard, the Universal Fan Fest that they did a few months ago was like the best after dark event for a lot of people that I know that they've ever been to. I mean, compared to like all the ones and that's like half the price of Disney. And I don't know. Like I said before, Universal's doing the right thing. They're doing the right thing. And but yes, to answer your question in a short term, yes, I believe Disney charges too much for what they do, because it's pretty much the same thing every year. I've never been, but I feel like I've been because I can watch a video that Danny's done 3 years in a row, which is exactly the same thing, because that's just what they do. They add a few different characters here and there, but overall, it's the same. Would it be cool to see Ernesto de la Cruz? Absolutely. I think that'd be cool. Would it cool to see Agatha? Would it cool to see my favorite Wanda? Yes. But is it worth $150 to $195 if you're going on Halloween night? I don't think it's worth that much if you're already. Yeah, no, no.
Yeah, because we did Oogie Boogie this year, which is actually interesting because it's completely sold out for the rest of the year. So we did it on August 19th. Which is not even the hype of the Halloween season, and now it's like poof, it's gone. We can't do it for the rest of the year. And it was fun. I always enjoy Oogie Boogie. It was Abby's first time, so everything was new to her. Now it's going to be very telling that when we do it next year, if they don't do significant changes, I'm curious to see Abby's point of view on it. If obviously she'll still have fun and enjoy it, but I'm curious if she says this was great, but this was the same exact thing as last year. You know,
spoiler for her now. It will be.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to change it until people stop buying, don't sell it out. It sells out every year because back to your word, the normies, you know, will always buy that. Sometimes that's just a lot of people's only thing they do is like an Oogie Boogie Bash, and they spend a couple of days at the park. So Disney's not going to change anything because they've always been under the circuit. If it's not broken, there's really no need to fix it. And that's like, you get a lot of people say stuff about, well, the rides are falling apart. They're actually working on all the rides now too, which is nice to actually see that they're getting everything up and going. But I don't see them change it unless, like, wait a minute, we're not going to do this unless Universal was to have like the exact same event at the same time, you know, with all the, it's kind of like what Horror Nights is, I guess, but to a different extent. But you know,
well, I thought it was so funny because I actually know from doing both Halloween at Disney and Universal.
Did you do FanFest?
I did FanFest. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but what I've noticed was when I attended Oogie Boogie, it was completely sold out. But when you look at the park as a whole, there were people there, but it felt like it wasn't at its full capacity. When I went to HHN, it was like crazy bonkers. Like you're like shoulder to shoulder at times.
Sure.
But yet there were still tickets available for that night. So it's almost like, so I don't know if Disney and Universal have different cutoff brackets for how much that they say, hey, this is enough for tonight. This is enough for this night. So, or unless maybe it's because Universal has a different layout of a park because it's, you know, there's several lots. So you cram all people into one lot and it feels much tight knit, so to speak.
Universal would be bigger, right? It would actually be bigger than DCA because of the levels and stuff. It actually would be bigger.
As far as acreage go, that I don't know. I'll have to actually look at that and see how the acreage goes. But yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, it definitely felt more crowded at HHN than Boogie.
That's funny. I'll even say that when I went to Universal in February, I felt that it wasn't crowded there, but it was more, everything was way more compact at Universal Studios than at DCA or Disneyland. Well, Disneyland's always crowded. It just seems because it's just so small, but DCA is very wide open. And Universal, it's just, maybe they use more for their products and not enough space to walk around and whatever, where at Disney you have a little more walking space.
Okay. So Kim says Disney added a lot more dates for Oogie Boogie, and it is the same pretty much every year. Yeah, basically, I mean, really the only difference they did this year was they swapped Sid out for Syndrome, and then we got Maleficent back, which was a character that was already there, but they just added her back in for a treat trail.
And from what I've seen, Sid looks like he did a better job from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, I mean, Syndrome was cool, but Sid was like, I hope they bring Sid back. I really do. But I don't know, just for me in general, I feel like a lot of these upscale after-hour events that are supposed to be so exclusive and like so bang for your buck, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of times Disney in particular stopped trying because, you're right. It's like if no one has a demand to stop and they're going to pay for it anyway, Disney's going to be like, well, yeah, fine, we'll just keep going. You know,
and if it's 2.5 months long, how real exclusive is it? I mean, Oogie Boogie's 2.5 months long. It's all of October, September, and half of August now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that really exclusive? That's almost a quarter of the year if you want to think about it.
Really, yeah. If you really think of it, it really is. Because I remember when just during the Halloween time, they would start it like at the end of September, the beginning of October. That was
Disney's just counting that money. They do it what, 4 nights a week or 3 nights a week, something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And Kim continues. Sid was the best. Villains Grove is the must do at Oogie Boogie.
That's all I've ever heard at Villains Grove is the best. Anyone I've ever talked to says that
I
that's
do.
the best.
I absolutely love Villains Grove. Welcome in, Mark. Welcome. Great to see you, man. Lene was on earlier, and so glad you were able to join as much as you can. I know that you both are in the process of moving. You just got to keep pivoting that.
Pivot.
But now, also speaking of like with the Halloween events at Disney, and we're talking about like the future with DCA. Where do you see Halloween going? Actually, more so next year, because if they're going to start Coco with the construction process by the end of this year, and Pandora starts next year, how do you feel that would then hinder does that hinder the parade route? And if it does, is that something that Disney's willing to sacrifice but still do Oogie Boogie and not have?
I don't know. That parade is like a staple of that thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's like one of the main things. So again, if you're going to cut the parade, but you're not going to cut the pricing, that would be horrible. Or could you see them temporarily moving Halloween over to Disneyland?
Absolutely, and I think it would make sense because you're going to have the 70th is going to end in July of next year, of 26, and by then, you know, they'll be construction should be going pretty. I would think pretty good by then. And then look how quick they're doing, you know, Avengers Campus right now. But I think wasn't Oogie Boogie originally in Disneyland? And then they moved it to DCA?
They had the Halloween party in Disneyland, but actual Oogie Boogie, when they moved it over to DCA, that was only DCA exclusive.
I could see them moving it back to Disneyland for the next couple of years while they're doing construction, because you got nothing coming up. It's between the 70th and the 75th. There's nothing holding them from doing the parade on Main Street, because you have all the parade stuff over there. Just move all the parade stuff over to there, because you're not going to have anything from the 70th left after July of next year. So to be perfect timing to move Oogie Boogie or whatever you want to call it.
And honestly, that would be, I think, beneficial for both parks, because we haven't seen a Halloween party at Disneyland in a while. I think it's a nice change of pace. And then after Coco and Pandora are maybe done with the phases where it won't affect the parade route, then if you move it back over to DCA, the hype would be back for Oogie Boogie because it was gone for how many years?
Yeah. Now, you know, the one thing everyone will bring up, and like Kim brought up earlier, was the Villains Grove. That you couldn't do that at Disneyland unless you did it on Tom Sawyer Island, which I think would be a great idea. You can actually move the Villains Grove kind of idea to Tom Sawyer Island and have the same kind of idea there possibly. But that Villains Grove, like I said, anything I've seen, that looks like it's the coolest part of it. So that would be really cool. And I think if I like that idea, the only thing for that, it would have to be operational challenge, because then you would have to take the raft over. But what they can do is, and I know people, you're not going to like this, but I think the best way to do it so you're not having a line at the wazoo is to have a form of a virtual queue. Now hear me out, because I'm not a fan of virtual queues. I'm not a fan of virtual queues. But it's just to be able to manage to get groups of people over and then to and fro. But anyone who is attending is guaranteed to get that virtual queue. It just depends on that's a good idea.
What time that you're going into the virtual queue. That would.
You mean you don't want to do the Darkwing Duck thing and like get wristbands when you first get there, and that's it.
That was. I tell you what, like I will never forget that with Disney. What they
I've never seen so many pissed off Disney people.
Oh my gosh, that was like my main focus. Like if I didn't do nothing else that night, all I wanted to do was meet Darkwing Duck, because he was my favorite during the Disney Afternoon series. I used to watch him every day after school, and they never have him on, only during like the specialty events. And all I wanted to do was meet Darkwing Duck. And they did this thing where they didn't even tell you that you needed a wristband.
Right.
And they did it 3 hours before the event started. And by the time
you were so happy. I remember that video. You were so happy about that
Oh,
whole
man.
situation.
Oh yeah, I was thrilled. I was honestly, I was speaking tongues that night.
That's a good idea, Abby.
Let's see. Unless they close off Bayou Country and decorate it into Villains Grove. Yeah, Bayou Country.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, you could do
you
that.
can- yeah, you can kind of either, yeah, because it kind of gives off anything that kind of has like an outdoor kind of wilderness kind of feel to it. It would work really well.
Yep.
Or if they do something completely different, like they just do a different interpretation of like instead of like a Villains Grove, but they do something else that would be more geared for Disneyland.
Mm-hmm. Abby also said they make money off the parade, and just they're not going to want to lose that money. So that's very, very true.
I wonder if that's even why they pushed up the Coco construction. I wonder if that's why, so they can get it done before the Halloween.
If they build that thing in a year, that'd be amazing. That'd be awesome. I mean, they could. They built the whole damn park in a year. Why couldn't they do that? So,
I mean, yeah. If they're moving at the pace with the Avengers Campus, I mean, it is possible. Or even if it's not fully completed, but maybe just the crucial part where it wouldn't hinder the parade.
Well, they also showed. I've seen so many different people on speculation that they could build what they want to build back there and keep the parade building, and and work around it or work over it or work under it or whatever. But because you don't know how this ride's going to be, is it going to go underground like Pirates? If that's the case, it's not going to take just a year to build. They're going to have to go underground, which I think would be crazy. But I don't think they can with the park already being there built with everything. But you don't know how it's going to be. The state. I've seen Small World can fit back there. The Small World show building can fit back in that area. Small World's pretty big, so I think that's what we're gonna be looking at is something like Small World for sure.
And Mark McHugh says, "I just hope Coco is open by 2028 when we go back." I think so. I'd say
count on it for sure.
Yeah, especially since if they're starting construction at the end of this year, I would definitely say by 2028 for sure.
They built Galaxy's Edge like in 2 years, right? So
Galaxy's Edge. Let's see, they announced it in 2015.
And it opened in 19, right?
And then 19, so 4 years.
Yeah,
and that was
land. Yeah, that was like 15 acres, so that's huge. So
yeah,
I think they can do it, Mark.
Yeah, I really do think it will be open by 2028. Plus, with the sequel of Coco that's going to be coming out, I think in 2029, that'll be kind of a nice kind of cross promotion to have the ride open and ready for the movie.
And the Olympics coming up. So
and the Olympics. So they're definitely going to want. I don't think Pandora would be open. I don't think in time. It'll probably be after the Olympics, but Avengers and Coco will definitely be ready for sure.
I'm really surprised they're closing Monsters Inc. so quick. If they're not starting something right away, because there's a lot more to be done than just taking out Monsters Inc. I mean, if they're going to build into that park, into that loop and stuff, they have to build a parking structure first for those cars to be. There's so much that needs to be done, which is just crazy.
The only thing that I could think of why they're doing that, unless they're doing things like simultaneously, like if they're literally going to close everything down and still build at the same time, so the progress can go much quicker. I do agree with you. If they don't start the parking structure while they close Monsters Inc. and they close Monsters Inc. first, I think that's a bad decision, because you at least would keep something open operational while you're waiting to start I
am wondering if they're actually going to take some of the stuff from Monsters Inc. and ship it to Florida. All those doors, and all all the characters, and I mean, why not?
I've heard. Again, this is just rumors. But I've heard that there are some elements that they are going to take, and maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they're closing the ride down sooner, so they can get all those props and ship them to Florida. Because I mean, even over there, they're moving like gangbusters over there. Yeah, which is quite interesting, because I know California and Florida, they move at a different pace with construction. Mm-hmm. And I'm very surprised to see Florida moving very fast, because I thought I was going to be getting my Social Security by the time Tron opened.
Cold take. Coco doesn't need sequel. It needs. Oh, sorry. Someone asked earlier if I was going to try to take over the show because I can't do anything. I think that's what they asked me, and I'm like trying to click on this stuff and I can't. But it's okay. Coco doesn't need a sequel. I agree with you, Mark. It does not need. Coco's perfect as is.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like they're only doing a sequel for the sake of because of the ride to keep it relevant for the money. Yeah,
and the video.
Yeah. Because honestly, I'm still not convinced about a sequel. I hope it does it justice, but there are a lot of sequels that come out and it's like, you know what? I don't even pay attention that there's a sequel. It's just I
agree.
Want the original movie and then that's it.
Yeah.
You know. It's like a lot of people were saying like, can we get like a sequel for Ratatouille and get a sequel for, you know, this or that? It's like, no, it doesn't need a sequel. Like I love Ratatouille just the way it is. Just like let it be. Give us something new.
It's like the what's the name of the movie? The one with all the emotions. I just lost the name of the movie.
Inside Out.
Yeah, and no one said they needed that. I thought the Inside Out 2 was great.
Yeah. See, now that sequel really paid off, and honestly, that was a good enough sequel.
And that could continue. You could sequel that again and again. You could sequel that till she's an adult. And what should be great to see, you know, her go through her teenage years. And then there's been jokes about, you know, what she has teenagers have to deal with, and then going into college. And so, I mean, you could continue that forever, kind of like Toy Story. You know, we're continuing that still. So
and even after Toy Story 5, I mean, they already said there's going to be even more story to tell even after that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like okay, this is really cool, Mark.
Ratatouille.
I love it. That's great. But yeah, I do feel that Coco and Adventures should be done by the Olympics. For sure. See, Shane Ronnie, I have totally blanked out the Cars 2 movie out of my head. That is interesting. Now, Shane, let me ask you this. Now, what about Cars 3? Are you okay?
I love Cars 3. Cars 3 was great.
I feel like that was more of a sequel.
They brought it back
from the original Cars. Cars 2 had absolutely nothing to do with nothing.
Yep.
Like it literally was a James Bond movie turned animated, with animated cars. That's exactly what it was.
Absolutely wild.
It's like I don't get that one. But yeah, Cars 3 should have been Cars 2.
Yes,
and
agreed.
And it just been that. But Shane, let us know how you feel about Cars 3, aka Cars 2.
I'm glad you said his name. So I wasn't sure if it was Shane or like Shawn.
Yeah. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. We've been saying Shane.
Shan. I'm like, okay.
I hope we are right. If we are pronouncing it right, we do apologize if it isn't. But okay with Cars 3. Yeah, I think honestly, Cars 3 is like not like the greatest, but I mean it is a decent sequel off of Cars. Off of Cars. As I said, I just go Cars and Cars 3. You know, I don't know like about Cars 2, but it's like I'll watch it, but I don't need to like Shawn. It's pronounced Shawn. Okay.
Hey, all right.
Okay. So I greatly apologize. We've been calling you Shane for how long? So it's Shawn Narani. I just want to make sure so we have that right.
I'm sorry. I just asked. I'm like,
no, I'm glad you did because here's why. See, because now that I know, I'm not telling OG.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna.
Like, why you calling him Shawn?
I'm actually gonna pronounce the name correctly. I'm gonna say Shawn, and he's gonna be like, "Who's Shawn?" And then he's gonna say Shane, and it's like I'm just gonna confuse him. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. But so I just feel like with Coco 2, it's more so just because of, you know, as you had mentioned with the money, you know, it's going to bring a whole new demographic because you're going to tie it into the boat ride and what have you. Now, there are certain elements that does work out with that. Like, for instance, with Smuggler's Run, they're going to reopen and revamp that ride the same weekend that Mandalorian and Grogu opens in theaters. That I think is a great cross promotion kind of thing.
And why not? It's probably so easy just to flip a switch and put up a different screen. You know what I mean? Put up, why not? Why
But
not keep it fresh?
I do hope that they do better with the graphics, because every time that I look at Smuggler's Run, it literally feels like a video game to me.
Oh, for sure.
You know, I want to see more better graphics, and I forget who mentioned it over at the first live, but I think it might have been Remy D that mentioned like they're just a person that is like I just want to sit in a ride and escape. I don't want to have to work at anything. You know,
I've done that, and it's so hard to like focus on like what you're doing. I'm always like an engineer or whatever. Like I'm pushing all these damn buttons. I can't see anything. I'm looking at the stupid buttons over here. It's still a cool idea, but I agree with Remy. If whoever said that for sure, it'd be cool if you can just sit in there and like just watch it, not have to do anything.
Yeah, I'm actually like I'll only do Smuggler's Run as if I'm with a group, like someone really wants to do it. Other than that, I can't even tell you the last time. I think the last time I did Smuggler's Run was with a good friend of mine, Alia. She was visiting, and she was doing Adventures by Disney, and she had her like days at Disneyland. So we just stayed like in the during the night hours, and we rode Smuggler's Run. And I think that was the last time I did it, and that was like over a year ago. So it's just
I did it when I was there in April, but I was by myself, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do everything I can do by myself. I did all the single riders, and it was cool. It was fun. Like, okay, I'm with your group, and like it's a family of 5 and me. I'm like, what's up? I'm your engineer, so it's kind of cool. But
and the other thing too that I wish with Smuggler's Run is like anytime that it has to do with the Millennium Falcon, and again, Disney kind of shoots themselves in the foot with this because they keep it in a certain timeline, is you're familiar with Han Solo and Chewie, with the Millennium Falcon. And it's like, now you get this kind of weird, bizarre storyline. And it's like, I don't know. I just would love to see just an all open Star Wars universe, not tied to anything, of the timeline. I don't know. That's just me. But in any case, but still, I'm very excited for what is like to come from the parks.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, there's a lot going on, not even just with Disneyland, but even we touched upon a little bit with Walt Disney World. And as I said, the construction is like moving gangbusters. I mean, Monsters Inc. that's in Hollywood Studios, Tropical Americas, into Animal Kingdom, despite of how people feel about it, but the Cars area going into Magic Kingdom and soon to be Villains Land. I mean, everything is just moving. But more recently, Dinosaur is officially closing at the beginning of February. And that's basically the last kind of piece of Dinoland USA that's like holding it there until we get the full-fledged Tropical Americas. We have Samantha M in the house. Welcome in.
That's my podcast princess.
That's
her. That's her. How are you, Sam?
Yeah, Sam, hope everything is going well for you. So Dinosaur is closing in February, and then Rock and Roller Coaster should be going down soon because they said that the Muppets is supposed to be sometime in 2026.
That might actually get me to go to Walt Disney World because the Muppets are badass. I would love to go see that. That looks so cool.
And I love
that ride like go upside down and stuff though.
Yeah, it's an inverted roller coaster. But wow. I do love how they're going to incorporate the Electric Mayhem. And there's going to be an audio animatronic of Scooter and the Penguins in the recording studio. Like, that's really cool. I love that they're not just going to just mask tape it, that they're actually going to put some thought into it. But also, too, they're, that villain show that's right next door obviously is not going to be permanent, which, God, I hope not. After I've seen it, it was okay. But I think it was just more so just to kind of get fans a little taste of the villains. But I think once the Villains Land opens,
right,
that show's gonna go, and hopefully we get some sort of rendition of Muppet Vision 3D or something in there, and just kind of return that back into Muppet's Courtyard.
Let me ask you this, because I don't know about. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean I cut people off. I'm terrible at it. Go ahead. What were we going to say?
No, go for it.
Okay, so the roller coaster, the Muppets roller coaster. Would you rather? Are you glad it's Muppets, or would you rather had Powerline? Goofy.
Ooh.
Yeah. That was the rumor. The rumor was it was going to be Powerline, which I think would have been the best thing ever.
I think honestly, I would have loved that because I'm a huge Goofy movie fan.
Oh, me too. Me too.
That's like one of my favorite Disney movies of all time, and it's not even in the Disney canon, so to speak, but it's one of my favorite. So I got Entertainer 1987.
Yes, sir. We'll be there. Don't you worry, my friend.
And then Sam also confirms. Yeah. But I think it would be really cool because then you can kind of turn the limo into like a super stretched car, kind of like design.
Oh my gosh! And if it's inverted, how cool! I mean, you're flipping upside down like Goofy. That'd be. I mean,
yeah, that's perfect. And it's like you have to get Max to the concert on time.
Right. Gosh, yeah, that'd be great.
That would have been perfect. Now, I think the reason why they went more towards the Muppets because maybe they have a bigger presence for Muppets. Okay. Only the biggest rock star on the planet.
Absolutely. Come on.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. So I would have preferred Powerline. That's just me. But I am happy that they're keeping some form of the Muppets there. And I think they have a bigger presence for them.
Probably, I would say there's a bigger following probably for the Muppets than Goofy, I would think. But I mean, the Muppets are very, very popular.
Yeah. Let's see. Abby says Powerline would have been great, and Sam says we got to bring you your favorite segment, entertainer. I can't wait.
That is
Wednesday. Jeez, I cannot talk.
His favorite segment is This Week in Disney History. So,
gotcha.
Yes.
And then we have Spark. I don't know how.
Wow, that's a great name, Spark Sparacino. Dang, that's nice.
Yeah.
Hope I said that right. Yeah.
That sounds like a great kind of Italian name, Spark Sparacino.
Yeah, that's Spark Sparacino.
Yeah,
I mean, you could probably do it better.
It's all about respect.
That's right. Wow.
But yeah, that's just going to be. I think honestly, I'm very curious to see. Obviously, we got all the news now for over the next 5 years. I'm very curious to see what the next 5 years is going to be because I've been hearing from people that the second half of the 10-year promise is going to be bigger than what we're even got announced now. So I'm thinking with everything that's been announced, to even go even more on that, that's going to be.
What's bigger than that? So what would you think is bigger? Because I know what I think would be bigger, a bigger announcement than those.
I think honestly, as far as an announcement goes, and I touched upon this during OG and I's joint live when we reacted to Hey Bricky, and hey Lucas, welcome in. I love your. I just now noticed. I just looked at your.
See, that's anime, right?
Yeah, that's like that.
See, look at me. I'm an anime specialist now. Thank you.
But I would say honestly, a possible third gate announcement for Disneyland.
Yep.
That's
a third gate or a fifth gate.
Yeah.
Or why not both?
I think if Disney wants to do it, go for it.
Yeah.
I think, and actually that's a good thing to touch upon because I do want to get your anime Lucas recognition.
Nice.
Because I do want to get your thoughts on it with the whole with the city of Anaheim, because they're gonna potentially purchase the Disney buses, and they may do the Skyliner connecting to the Honda Center and to the Angel Stadium and everything, and to Garden Walk. And for some reason, I'm starting to see a lot more of the city of Anaheim getting involved with Disney and vice versa. And
about time.
And yeah, really, honestly, because they've been like at each other's necks,
Yep.
and like, so it's nice to see them cooperating. But I'm wondering if we would get an announcement, not fully built, but an announcement of a third gate for Disneyland before they even start touching the Simba lot for the expansion of DCA.
Going back to the Skyway or whatever the hell you want to call it, I don't know. Will it be worth it? Can you move enough people on this to make it make sense? Because like Bricky even said in his video, it's going to have to be like a continuously moving thing. Like you're going to have to jump on it as it's moving. Like, when it comes down, people hop out. There's an area where you hop out, then you hop in the next area. And how fast will it go? I mean, a couple miles an hour. So it's going to take you a half hour to go a couple miles, or because it can't go too fast.
I mean,
so you know what I'm saying?
I would think, because the Skyline, I've been on the Skyliner at Walt Disney World. Now, I don't know as far as the distance from like Epcot to Hollywood Studios to the Riviera Resort to the Art of Animation and Pop Century. I don't know as far as how long of distance that would be to the same distance of the Honda Center, Angel Stadium, and what have you. So if it is close to the same proximity, you would probably get there at each spot, maybe like within like a 10-minute.
Really?
Minutes. Yeah.
It goes that fast?
It does move pretty fast. It does move.
Does it? I mean, but does it ever stop?
Not like stop, but like when you get down to the station, it kind of slows down to like, so people can like get on like the conveyor belt thing to.
So it's going to have, so it continuously goes, and it's going to continuously slow down and continuously go and continuously slow down.
Yeah, it never stops.
I mean, maybe if they hold enough people, it would work. I don't know. I just don't know what the point is unless there's something with Disney and the city, because it's like, Bricky said, they're going to drop this thing in the Toy Story parking lot, which could be right where the third park would go, or at Garden Walk, which is across the street from right there. So it's, I don't know. I mean, it'd be great. It'd be cool. It'd be a cool idea. But if it's not going to take you into Disneyland proper, and you're still going to be down the street, but if it's going to drop you off right at the Honda Center or Angel Stadium, because Toy Story parking lot's not real close to Disneyland. But it is, but it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that they're going to use the Garden Walk as like the central hub. I do agree with Bricky on that. That they'll use that as the central hub where you can kind of pick and choose of like which direction you want to go. Do you want to go to Disneyland? Do you want to go to the Honda Center? Do you want to go to Angel Stadium? So there's going to be like 4 to 5 different directions that it will probably be part of like one central hub station. I would think. But I see Lucas and Disney. Skyline is a double-edged sword transportation. At the end of the day, monorail would have been a better idea, but they know it's too damn expensive to invest.
Yeah, for sure.
So gondola, it is for them. Yeah, I feel like they're leaning more towards that because it is it's a profitable transportation, and they can do it much cheaper. Because I feel like if they were to do something with a track, that's going to cost a lot more moolah.
Oh God, yeah.
Let's see. Mr. Tech Bear says, I'm not jealous. I met Lucas at D23 last year. I didn't cry.
So which one of those in that picture is the Mr. Tech Bear? One on the left or the one on the right?
Mr. Tech Bear is on the right.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a great name.
Yeah, and he, honestly, even though it's like Mr. Tech Bear, to me, he is like a big old soft teddy bear. Like I love Kev. He's phenomenal. Lucas says it won't go that fast, and sometimes the transportation will stop due to weather or if there is too many people having difficulties getting off and on the ride. Yeah, see, now that's also comes into play too of what Lucas is saying. What did they do? See, with the Skyliner down in Florida, when weather is going to happen, and you can kind of finagle things. But here in California, God forbid, knock on wood, if there happens an earthquake.
Oh God.
I wonder how that is going to, I wonder how that's going to go. Oh, and then actually this was my other thing too. And Sam brought it up as far as like with wheelchairs and strollers, they're going to have a some sort of way to get like
Yeah.
I do know at Walt Disney World you have to have the stroller folded. Getting in and out of the Skyliner. I'm assuming they would do the same out here. And then for wheelchair accessible, I think they would have to temporarily stop for people to get on if they have like an electric wheelchair or a power scooter or something of that nature.
What is this obsession with your chest hair?
Oh, my chest hair. Oh, yeah. My chest hair. Honestly, I should literally like have it like trademarked.
I was gonna say trademark that shit.
I gotta get it trademarked because like my chest hair, like that's what I'm known for. Like,
all right,
being the Disney Italiano. Like, I'm actually out of my element because I'm so used to wearing like a button-down shirt and having all this opened.
So I got home from work and I had on my work shirt and I have chest hair. I'm like, I'm going to put on a t-shirt so I don't want to compete with George. You know?
That's great. But yeah, I am known for that completely. That's fair. So Lucas says, here's the thing. Monorail seems to have some kind of earthquake shock resistance since it seems like they're always operational during earthquake and even during earthquake and after the quake. Let's see. But how is that going to handle for gondolas? Are they going to have shock resistant towers? What about the cables? People with strollers, wheelchairs, are they going to be safe? Yeah, see, that's all the stuff that they have to consider. I mean, it's not
a hell of a ride. You're like, woo.
Yeah, it's like you don't even have to worry about getting in line at the parks. Like you have
just
a show ride.
Swinging gondolas. Check this out. Let's go.
But I would think they would have, because I think also too, a lot of material that's used in California is because Disneyland is kind of like earthquake resistant, so to speak. A lot of their structures that's built. The same is with Florida with like hurricanes and tornadoes and that kind of stuff. So I'm assuming that they would do the same thing for the gondolas, but I mean, I'm for sure that is into consideration. And also too, it's not, set in stone yet, but I think honestly, I think they're going to want to try to turn the city of Anaheim mixed with Disneyland into kind of like a resort kind of complex like they do with Walt Disney World. I think that's the route that they're trying to get to.
Yeah.
And I also think too, Disneyland is going to get to the point where Disney may just start buying, people that are willing to sell, restaurants, hotels, possibly residential areas. I'm just like, give them a 90-day eviction notice, put it on their door. I'll come in with a wrecking ball. We'll get it going.
Big check.
See, might as well have it as shaky as Dinosaur at Animal Kingdom at this point. And Sam says, merch opportunity. I survived the Disneyland Skylines during an earthquake t-shirt. That would be a merch opportunity. Yeah.
The nice thing about Anaheim is that yes, there's earthquakes, but it's nothing like up in LA or Ventura County, so there's never been huge earthquakes that I can think of in Orange County. So you can feel them. Yes, you can feel them for sure, but just nothing like you can feel up north. So.
Nothing up. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. So I think honestly, they wouldn't have too much of a issue as long as like it stays at bay, earthquakes. But
that's true. They do take all the merch opportunities.
Yep. I mean, honestly, you could pretty much say anything about like Disney and turn it into a merch thing. Like you could say
the fires they had, the LA Strong, that LA Strong shirts at Disneyland in the World of Disney. But I mean, that's cool because that's supportive. But anything can be turned into merch. Absolutely.
Well, you got like the I survived a day at Disney.
Right.
Sure. You have like what's those other ones that like dads wear, where it's like something about like my
best day ever, most expensive day ever,
most expensive day ever.
Yeah. Have a show where we just write shirts. I mean, that'd be fun. We could just come up with like different shirt ideas, and we could do it for hours. Come up with just different shirts ideas and merch ideas.
And Mark, you said you were there during the fire. Were you at Disneyland during the fire, or just in California in general for the fires. I actually brought the fires over.
Yeah, thanks a lot, buddy.
Usually, I mean, the fires started like literally right as I came over. It was like the Italiano brought all the chaos and havoc.
Yeah, sorry.
But anyway, kind of going back to what we were originally saying, yeah, I feel like the second the second part of the 10-year, I feel like is definitely going to be third gate for Disneyland. And as I said, I don't know. I feel like we're going to get the announcement before we get anything moving in the Simba lot, because the Simba lot is destined for more DCA expansion, which I'm happy for. I just don't know if Disney is going to do all these projects in DCA, Avengers, Coco, Pandora, and then do another whole slew of projects at DCA. For sure they're going to move back to Disneyland or make the third gate announcement and then eventually go back to DCA.
Well, the thing about Disneyland is there's no more room there. There's literally no more room to expand unless you start taking out things that you shouldn't be taking out, which is like the Lagoon or the Autopia cars. But that's just my opinion. But those things need to stay there.
Let's see, we got the Giant Peter Adventures have showed up very late. But George, did you see the Elio joke? No, I didn't, Peter. Where did you post it online? I haven't been online really all day. I've been doing live marathons.
So is his name Peter?
Peter is, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, because I've seen him like follow our show and stuff. I'm like, the Giant Peter, and I'm just like, okay.
Oh yeah, well that's actually how we actually got introduced, because he joined like one of our lives, just like nonchalantly, and then OG said Giant Peter, and I'm like, dude, like you walked into that one, like.
I mean, come on. I mean, I just chuckle every time I see that he posted something or like something. I'm like, the Giant Peter. Okay, thanks, Giant Peter. Appreciate it. Okay, Mark, come on. Mark.
I have to actually kind of agree.
Well, it's been great being on the show this week, George.
I honestly, because I think for me, I feel like it is a big piece of real estate. Like literally, if you remove Autopia, you literally can get a land within a land just with that. And I just feel like it's not going anywhere. I mean, yeah, it is. People do go on it, but
they're going to make it all electric cars. They're not going to put money into something they're going to take out in a few years. They're not going to do it.
But I don't think they're going to make them electric. I think they would have done it.
They announced that. They said it's going to be in 2026.
Was it okay? Did they still keep up with it? Are they still going
according to whatever the OC register said that?
If they make them electric in 2026, then it's still going to stick around for a little bit. If they cancel that out, I can almost guarantee that it's going to go along with the subs. Now, with me, I say keep the Lagoon, but build something around it to utilize the Lagoon. I just say just get rid of the subs. They're very costly.
They are they're the most expensive attraction to keep track of.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sam gifted a super sticker of $1.99. Thank you, Sam. Greatly appreciate it.
What's a super sticker?
Yeah, there's super chats and there's super stickers. So a super chat is you gift someone but you put a message with it. A super sticker is they're just gifting a certain amount with
the lazy way.
The lazy way.
Love you, Sam.
Oh, that's great. Let's see. So Shawn Narani, good.
Right.
But so George would knock things around it to that. Let's see, to that might not supposed to be knocked on. That wasn't supposed to be knocked on. Oh well. Wait. Oh well. Now you got even more space. Yeah, that's me. That's yeah.
But I've seen it before. You've said shit and it happens. So I mean, damn, if they take out the Utopias, we're gonna have problems.
Yes. Okay. Now Sam gifted another $1.99. This is a super chat because now there's actual writing in there as super chat. So.
Yeah, Sam, look at you.
Let's see. Mark says Autopia was fun, but like it doesn't do anything Cars doesn't do better.
You can
Well,
actually drive the Autopia cars, Mark. Not really, but I mean, you can. You get to steer them. You don't steer
you
the
could
cars.
definitely you could. Well, now we know you could definitely crash them like
You
real
can. You
cars.
can drive it right off the track too. So I mean, that's kind of cool too. So, that was wild seeing that. I'm like, what?
But I personally think that if they're going to do anything with Disneyland, it's either going to be they're going to expand out into the Lilo and Stitch parking lots for expansion. You know, that's pretty much given. And then
that was put in. That was put in Disneyland Forward, right?
That was in for Disneyland Forward. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which actually Bricky said that he would think that if you actually take the blueprints for Arendelle that's over in the international parks, it fits like a glove.
Really?
Yeah, in the Lilo and Stitch parking lot. But
you'd be accessing that through Critter Country, right?
Right, and actually
that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
And OG's not a huge fan of that.
I'm sorry, Bayou Land or whatever the hell it's called now.
No, Bayou Country.
Okay,
that's it. I think honestly they should have just kept it Critter Country.
I agree. I agree. I don't know why they changed it.
I mean, like it still had a bunch because even with Winnie the Pooh, it's not in the Bayou, so just keep it Critter. I don't know why they changed it. Unless at some point Pooh's gonna get flushed out.
Bite your tongue. What are you doing, dude? Jeez.
No,
and take out this and take out this.
No. Here's the thing. No, I didn't say that I wanted Pooh to go. I'm saying I'm wondering if Disney's thinking that way. Because actually, it's a run-on joke that my father-in-law worked on the ride vehicles for Indiana Jones and Winnie the Pooh. So I always say he worked on my favorite ride in all of Disneyland, and I say it's Winnie the Pooh. Yes, it's
it's definitely. Sam, you're probably right, and George is probably right too. Pooh's definitely going bye-bye. Probably.
I just don't think that they would have changed the name and still keep Winnie the Pooh there.
I agree, but unfortunately.
But
you think they put like Pooh's head up there next to the other characters in that one spot?
That would be.
They just put Pooh and Eeyore up there next to him as well.
That would be funny. That would be funny. But yeah, I feel like the Lilo and Stitch parking lot is going to be put in. Oh, but that's what I'm saying. But OG doesn't really like that idea because he feels Frozen is fit more for Fantasyland. He doesn't like a new land that should be Fantasyland and it's separate, you know. But I agree with him on that one. But we'll see what the Lilo and Stitch parking lot brings. And also, too, if they ever get around to Tomorrowland. But I really do think Autopia, the subs, the Motorbroke Cruise area.
Unfortunately, I think you're right, but and
to unkink the monorail, I think that's what's they're gonna keep the monorail, they're just gonna unkink it.
Yeah, you could fit Arendelle in that area, couldn't you?
See, that's where I would put Arendelle because then it's adjacent to the Matterhorn.
Yeah,
and the Matterhorn would fit right perfect in the backdrop.
Right.
Let's see, put it inside and turn it into Candy Crush track.
But now that'd be cool. Is that what it was? Candy Crush from was that what it was called? Yeah.
Candy Crush. Yeah. So if they did something where they like utilized the area well, like that would be really cool. I'm sorry. The Tangled restrooms at Magic Kingdom are like the most highly themed like restrooms that you.
Are they nice? I've heard nothing but are they cool or what? Are they just a bathroom?
I mean, for me, they're just like a bathroom, but I think that Disney went all out. Like the fact that they added like a tower and everything. It's like, I don't want a tower for a bathroom. Like, give me the land.
If you really gotta go and don't know where the bathroom is, it would help. But I mean,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Where's the damn bathroom? It's right there.
Just follow the tower.
Yeah,
that's great. Johnny Ace, welcome in. Did anyone see that Not Scary Farm built sets that look like Epic Universe portals for their Hang parody show? I don't know if once that smoke with Universal. I didn't, but that's interesting. Those are some fighting words because Universal will definitely snap back at that because they don't hide from that. Abby says the Tangle restrooms are so nice because I think she did use the restrooms when we went to Magic Kingdom. Let's see. Kim says Amanda and Kevin said there were lines for people to take photos outside the Tangled restrooms. Yeah, there are actual people that literally they get their pictures taken outside of those restrooms.
Yeah, it's a bathroom.
Yep, but I tell you, I don't know what it is about the restrooms. They became. I remember like it was like kind of like so pathetic in a sense where people were knocking them until they actually got there, and it's like, okay, we got to get our picture taken near the infamous Tangled restrooms.
That's it. I keep talking about this, about doing an episode completely about Disney bathrooms. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen here with us because honestly, even there are a few lives that I've done on Citrico Central that I do talk about restrooms.
Oh yeah, I think last time I was on here with you. We talked about Disney bathrooms.
Yeah. So it's like I have to do a vlog like about just Disney restrooms. Tangled bathrooms are the favorite, and you can look for hidden Pascals while waiting.
That's interesting.
Tangled restrooms is the longest stream you will ever have. I believe so. I believe you're right, Shawn, on that one because, I mean, hell, look at the live stream I did with. Probably what you're getting at is with Jared from Capture the Magic and Theme Park Conductor. Literally, we talked like a whole hour and a half on bidets.
Wow. All I saw was the bidet for the picture. I'm like, what the hell is he doing over there?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
That literally, we went like completely 180 on that. Like, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never partaken, but I've heard great things.
Yeah. Yes.
Charging points.
Let's see. Yeah. Plus, they have hidden charging points outside of the Tangled bathrooms.
Why'd you hide them? Why would you?
It's like they're trying to, I guess, for the people that are going for the upscale restroom.
Yeah, wow.
Like,
okay.
You know, you get the it's in a tree stump. And then Abby says Disney will soon get bidets because all of the lives we do talk about bathrooms. We really do. There is actually, I don't think there's really any point of time that I haven't talked about like bathrooms or restrooms or toilets.
George, do you have a bidet at home?
No, actually, no, I don't. But I tell you what, whenever Abby and I go into a different place, I would strongly consider it getting a bidet.
Really? It's that good, huh?
Yeah, because I mean, literally, it just like gets right up there.
Shit.
Exactly. And Lucas can vouch for that as well.
Oh man, that's wild.
But in any case, before this live goes off the rails like the last time, is there anything else you would like to cover?
No, this was awesome. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. It's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great live. I love having you on. Love the conversation, and I think we dived into a lot. And again, we're definitely looking forward to everything that's on the horizon with Disney and the theme parks.
Absolutely.
And as I said, I think the next 5 years to the 10 years is going to be pretty bigger than what we got
100%.
last year at D23. Hopefully, as I said, if I can swing a ticket, I definitely will be at D23.
Oh yeah, I already booked my hotel room, even though I'm.
I actually booked 3 hotels.
Damn. Okay, George don't play. George don't mess around, dude.
I booked 3 hotels in different directions to see what would be best in location wise.
Man, there's people out there pissed off right now because they can't get a hotel room because you have them all.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully, crossing my fingers that we can get tickets because it would be awesome. But I think I do have a couple strategies in mind that I didn't consider doing last time. So hopefully that'll work.
I'm just tagging along people that have done it already. I'm like, can I be part of you, please? I just want to be part of your team, or like sure,
Yeah, absolutely.
Boom, super sticker.
Yeah, Abby sent a super sticker for $9.99. Thank you so much, babe. Greatly appreciate it.
Can you just yell into her? Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, babe.
I will say this real quick before we go. If you guys like all these live shows, this George and OG do a great thing. We also do a live show on Wednesday nights, every Wednesday night at 7:30 Disneyland time. If you want to join us, we do kind of the same thing, and we cuss a lot more, but we have a great time. But just check us out if you're interested. I appreciate you, George. You're the man.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, so as I was saying, and the one tip that I can say is use a computer or a laptop. Do not use your phone.
Yeah, I've heard that for sure. Yeah.
Because that is like, it's, oh man. And then Shawn Narani says, a conductor loves talking about bidets. Yeah, if you ever get theme park conductor on, that's the conversation to have with him, is talk about bidets. He will absolutely love it.
I'm down. I'll talk to him about anything.
So again, so Shawn, if you want to, I know that you did your plug-in, but if you want to let everyone know where they can find you on all social media platforms, and again, thank
literally,
you
absolutely, man, it's a pleasure to be on here. OG, sorry that we missed you. We got to do this. We were going to have all three of us on, but we'll make it happen because I love you guys. You guys are the best. Check us out, Walt's Apartment Productions. We're on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere. Just Walt's Apartment Productions. We have our live show. We have a few other shows based on different things. We have Walt's Apartment Presents, which is our kind of like catch-all where we talk about everything. Extra Magic Hour, which is our theme park. We just talk about theme parks. And now we talk even about Universal and SeaWorld and Knott's Berry Farm and everything. And we also have Imagine That, not Imagine Near That like Disney has. We have Imagine That, which we started it first. So Disney, if you're listening, we had the name first, just so we're clear. But Imagine That is basically exactly what it is. It talks about Imagineers. Kevin, Amanda, Sam, they break down all of the Imagineers. They deep dive. George, you need to go on that show because what you guys do on this show, what you talk about, Sam, get with George, Kevin, Amanda, get with George, make it happen. Because it's just they're just like highlight everyone. They highlight Harriet Burns and Waffle, someone they just did. I think his name was Waffle. I'm pretty sure. But they just did that one. They record that shows out every other Monday. Extra Magic Hours every week. Walt's Apartment Live is every Wednesday night at 7:30 Disneyland time. Thank you, George. I appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely. And yeah, definitely. I would love to get in on that conversation for sure. I love talking parks. I love talking Imagineering. I love, all that good jazz.
That's all we talk about, brother. That's it. And when we talk about Disney, we talk about Marvel and Star Wars as well, but parks is where we're at.
Nice. And before we go, I just have to give my plug-in. I am an affiliate with Magic Candle Company. For everyone who is homesick of not being able to go to the parks, go on to magiccandlecompany.com, and they have a plethora of items. There you go, as Shawn is sporting.
It smells so good. It's so good. I love it.
And they have candles, sprays, oils, soaps, anything, you name it, they have it. So go on to magiccandlecompany.com. And upon checkout, use my promo code showed down below, Citrico15, for 15% off your entire order. And that is not just a one-time deal, folks. Anytime you go on magiccandlecompany.com and you use my code, it's 15% off every single time, guaranteed. So again, Shawn, thank you so much for joining.
My brother. Thank you so much.
Definitely we'll have you on again. And everyone, thank you so much for joining the second dose of Citrico Central Live today. I had a great time today interacting with all of you. It was such a great time. Beast. And thank you. And I have the hair to prove it.
Yes, you do.
But in any case, I'm George, the Disney Italiano. And as I always say, in Disney Italiano fashion, stay safe, stay healthy, stay Disney. Italiano out.